Hello everybody, I'm back with another art video. So I'm going to actually try to do the gesture thing, sort of. So that's the fist. So yeah, today, I mean today, this video is gonna be Hulk versus Juggernaut. Yes. So this is actually based on uh, Red Hulk versus Colossus Juggernaut. But I'm just gonna turn it into the Hulk versus Juggernaut. Yes, I lost my train of thought because I'm trying to concentrate on the drawing here. Yes. So just doing some broad strokes, getting the positioning of how it should look like. Yes. Okay. So that's the Hulk. And then there's the Juggernaut. Why is Juggernaut so big? But this is the Colossus Juggernaut. I mean, Juggernaut is huge. And you got another fist over there. That's the Juggernaut's fist. Is that satisfying to watch me erase that so painfully when I could have just done it the other way? And then his head. How big is his shoulder? Oh, it must be the angles. The angles. So his costume is a little bit, tiny bit different from the regular Juggernaut, so I might get some of the details wrong. Okay. But overall, I'm going to try my best. No, you can't really see the back of Juggernaut. You just assume it's like that. The the rest of his torso. Uh, yes. Uh, is this basically it? Sure. That's the gesture, right? Attempt to do the gesture. Let's see any positioning I need to adjust. No, not really. Okay, let's try to do slightly more detailed sketch. So I'm just gonna draw in like the fingers. Okay, so the fingers. Okay, so I see it's actually like that. I get it, but it doesn't look good for me. How about like that? Yes. And then you got the arm, forearm. Okay. So I'm not gonna redraw everything, just add in parts with like the muscle definition. Okay. At least try my best. It obviously is not gonna look super accurate, but gonna try. Yes. So maybe this is what I should have been doing with like the gesture for like the muscle. I mean, to get like the basic shape, and then add in like more detailed. I don't know. Do I want to have that like scratchy haircut, or do I just want a straight? I mean, it does look a little bit better if it's not 100% straight. Yes. Uh, and then his massive brow, tiny eye. Why does he have such a small nose? Okay, like that. His mouth is wide open. And then you got his teeth. I'm just going to make it nice and simple. Like that. Just 2 rows of teeth. No tongue or anything. And it does make him look older, but it's okay. That jowl. He definitely has a neck. Okay. And then the other side of the neck. And then you got those thick neck veins. And then the clavicle. Yes. Alright. And then here's the other shoulder muscle. And of course there's the chest. And his arms. One arm is definitely bigger than the other one, but that can't be helped. Alright. Okay. Let's see. It should connect to like that. Okay. Okay, that body looks awful, but you can imagine that's his pants. And then his butt. His butt. Right there. Yes. Okay. Actually, in the comic books, they have like huge wide chests. In the backs, whatever. Okay. 6 minutes and not so bad. Definitely. I mean, this is pretty much gonna be it. Okay, his face could use some work. His face looks disgusting. How do I say this politely? Does he have an ear? Of course he has an ear. Why didn't I draw it in? I don't know. But okay, let's move on. Let's go to just Juggernaut, not Colossus Juggernaut. Although, if I turn it into Red Hulk versus Colossus Juggernaut, which is the original, that's more names. That's more names in the video title, which means more views, right? Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's certainly a plus. But let's just focus on the Hulk versus Colossus for now. I'll probably just keep it as Hulk versus Colossus. And you got more of his muscle definition there. Okay. The helmet, you got his eyes over here. Part of his eye is actually obscured by the Hulk's face, so I did not draw the Hulk's face big enough. So I think I see the problem. It's not long enough? Maybe that's too big? Is that too big? I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. I think it looks alright, actually. It looks okay. I thought it looked too big at first, but it actually looks quite alright. Okay. Sometimes bigger is better. Sometimes. Yes. So it actually goes like that, right? Something like that. Why am I spending so much time on this one specific part? I don't know. Anyway, let's go on to try to fix the Juggernaut. So, not fix. Why am I saying fix? To draw the Juggernaut. Why is his eye so far away from his mouth? Okay, so you just have to assume you can't see the other eye because of angles and stuff. Okay, so actually let me just move this a little bit closer so you really can't see the other eye. You just assume the other eye is somewhere over here behind Hulk's face. Yes. Alright. And then there's Juggernaut's mouth. Okay, so this one doesn't have it, but I believe in the original Juggernaut, he has like those bolts around his face. And if it's not, well, I put it in anyway. I put it in anyway. PewDiePie, scared can. But I still got paid anyway. I still got paid anyway. Yes, that's completely off topic, but that looks about right. Now his armor, and then his chest. I mean, what? That's not his chest. That's his arm, shoulder. I mean, I don't know what was the point of drawing that again, because I didn't really change anything. Okay, so what we want to do is try to do in some chest definition here. So I see. So that's one chest muscle and the other one is being hidden. And then you really, there's nothing left here except for like abs. But we don't need to show that, do we? Abs. Maybe it's a little bit bigger because he's the Hulk. He got them huge abs. Okay. We're basically done. We just have to do in some like detail of the hand here. So that's gonna be the thumb. And then there's that brace or whatever on his fist. And you can see part of his fingers. Yes. Something like that. This part looks a little bit weird, but okay. So yes, this is the Hulk versus Juggernaut. That only took me 12 minutes, so that was started off with a gesture, and now we have the sketch. We can go. Can we? No, I think we'll keep the sketch there because some of the parts I didn't draw in. Yeah. I mean, actually, I drew in pretty much everything, even though I said I wouldn't. Okay, whatever. So we could go ahead and take away the gesture layer, and now with the line art. The Hulk is on top, is in the front, so we're just going to go ahead and draw him first, so it's easier. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes, right? And then he has some jaggedy hair. Doesn't have to be, 100% the same. Okay. And we go there. That might be, no, that's fine. Try to make it like a little bit tilted at the very least. What is going on here? Okay. And then the other part of his neck. Here's his face. So this is how, I mean, this is supposed to be how you're drawing, where you do like multiple layers, multiple sketches, and etc. I mean, I remember long ago, maybe not that long ago, I was watching Jazza tutorials, and that's what he did, where he did like a sketch and then another sketch on top of the sketch where he drew like more details. Okay. So we're just gonna go with a simplistic shape here there. You just assume the other eye is hidden. And let's go ahead and give him some nostrils. Yes. Alright, this is actually looking pretty good, to be honest. Not to toot my own horn. Although it definitely helps that I'm looking at reference image. Yes, as Ethan Becker says, never draw without using reference. Don't you ever draw without using reference. I used to think like, oh, using reference is bad because you're not using your imagination. But I never thought, how can you fill up your imagination if you don't know what anything looks like, right? It makes total sense. So tracing is probably the thing that's bad. But tracing is useful for like try to figure out how the anatomy works. I mean, if you just straight up trace every line, that's bad. And then if you try to pass it off as your own work and you don't mention that you traced it, then yeah, absolutely. But apparently professional artists do that all the time. Well, maybe not all the time. But it's called swiping. Yes. Greg Land is most famous for it. If you ever watch comic tropes videos, then you already know what I'm talking about. But if you have not, you could go ahead and look up the video called Tracing the Success of Greg Land. Yeah, it's pretty interesting video in my opinion. What happened? Because I selected the area and I forgot to deselect it. Yes. Which happens to me all the time. Whoops. Somehow I deflated the muscle. Okay. All right. Now I can't, because there was a shadow, I can't really see what's going on here, but I'm just going to connect it like that. Whether that's correct or wrong, who knows? But that's what we're going with. Yeah, so definitely there should be like a part where his chest, right? Yes. We could see the other part of his chest, and that's the back. Are we done with the Hulk? No, we're still missing the other side. I gotta make sure those lines are connected to the very end there. And now we're finished with the Hulk, so we could go straight into the Juggernaut. Wait, why does he have abs? He's wearing... Wait, what? Why is his... This makes no sense. Why is his chest muscle showing? He's wearing a plate of armor. Whatever. That's the thing with comic book art. They wear skin tight everything. And I mean everything. Their armor is skin tight. Their underwear is skin tight. Pants, shoes, gloves, boots, whatever they're wearing, it's skin tight. I mean, it's possible that because his armor is from magic, right? From the Cyttorak. Is it Cyttorak or Cedorak? But it's generated by magic, so maybe he the magic allows for sculpted armor, like the Greeks did. I mean, sculpted armor looks super cool, but it's totally unrealistic in general. But it's not unreal. It's not unheard of. But the thing is, Greek armor, they weren't fully covered. They just had like a breastplate. Those rivets, I believe they're called rivets, are completely unsymmetrical. But yes. Okay, I realize now during the sketch, I did not draw his nose in. We're going to fix that right now. There, you can see part of his nose. Oh, let's see. We have to be able to see his eye, right? I'm just going to draw in part of it. Right, he should be looking right at him. That's a huge eye. Look at his eye versus that eye. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and draw like a more smaller eye, okay? And then they're looking at each other or something. Yes. They're looking right at each other. That's just the way it goes. And we're almost done. All right. The muscles. The muscle definition. That's his bicep. Why is this armor piece so huge? But that's how it is in the picture. Why? What? Wow. Juggernaut's. See, in the picture, I'm looking at Hulk's hand, his fist, is about the same size. Did I just say size? The same size as the Hulk's head. But when you look at the Juggernaut, his hand is massive. It's bigger than the Hulk's hand. It's bigger than the Hulk's face. It's bigger than his own face. What is going on? Juggernaut is too big. He's too big for his own good. How can you wash your face? I guess I think I don't even know how his powers works, to be honest. I guess he can remove it somehow. But like if his hands are so big. What? Am I? Oh shit! Well, how did that happen? F, F, and F. Okay. Sure. Why not? I totally messed that up. My bad. Okay. And I forgot that line right over there. So I left the sketch at the 50% opacity, which made it a little bit harder to see, but that's okay. And we're done. I believe so. All right. Okay, that ab totally looks out of place, actually. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that. Why? What's wrong with you? My goodness. How did that happen? Oh my goodness. Because I messed up the box, the border. We're just gonna fix it right up. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do the outline now. Why not? This is where the outline goes. Yes. So yes, this is the finished product. How did that happen? How did that? Oh my goodness, that's why. But that's okay. We're gonna fix it. At least that revealed a flaw over here. I didn't finish up the box. I mean the line. That's okay. As soon as we start coloring the stuff in, it's gonna fix it magically because of layers. See? That's what I said, right? Hey, paint in the other stuff. And his armor is like a reddish brown. This looks actually alright. Right, his arms, his hands. What color eye does he have? We're just gonna give him a light brown because that's just my default go-to. The Hulk definitely has green eyes. We're just gonna give like a neon bright green eye, dark green hair, and then his body is gonna be like that. What is that? What is that? Okay. And then his pants is purple. Yes. So here's what we got. The Hulk versus Juggernaut. Yes. So we're finished. Only took about 30 minutes. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. So yeah, ramping up those art videos, at least for now, while I still have the time. They'll probably, yeah, and it's the weekend, so yes. But definitely come back for more art videos. Yeah. All right. So thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.